Fateh Arza ji, Sat Sri Akal. Today, the Shabad is from Ank 505 of Guru Granth Sahib. It is Nanak Bani. It is 5th of Assu and Nanak Shah year is 557. So, title of the Shabad today is Khote. Khote means double-faced persons. The people who are something else within their mind, but they exhibit or show off to be something else to the outside world. Those are double-faced persons, you know it. And another category referred to, this is subcategory of double-faced people. These are backbiters. In Punjabi, chugalkhors, you know it. So, backbiters who do backbiting and backbited upon the people against whom the backbiting is done, both the categories are referred to and explained in this Shabad. Let us see. ऐ जी खोटे ठौर नहीं घर बाहर. ऐ जी ओ सर खोटे double-faced persons. Thor, resting place. Nahi means not. Ghar bahar means in the house and outside. Double-faced persons cannot find resting place inside the house or outside. Now what is the meaning of this line? Double-faced people cannot find resting place anywhere. Anywhere means in the mind or in the outside world. Car is home of the God. That is car. Home of the God is house of the God, palace of the God, court of the God is in our mind. So, khote, double-faced people do not find any respect within the mind as well as outside the mind, that is in the visible world. On both the junctures, such double-faced people do not find any respect or not respected within or without, inside or outside, ghar or bahar, in the mind or in the world. Nindak gat nahi kahi. Nindak means backbiters. This is subcategory of double-faced people. Gat means due place. Gantavya, that is destination. Now what is destination in Nanak Bani? Destination in Nanak Bani is the manner of living life so that we relish as per guidelines of Gurbani. Attitude of relishing as per Gurbani is our Gantavya, is our destination in the life. Nahi means not, kai means any. Backbiters do not find destination, that is the method of relishing the life, any time ever. Till they are involved in backbiting, they cannot relish life. This is the meaning of this line. When I am involved in backbiting, I do serious backbiting, I cannot come to know how to relish. That is the destination. That is the gantavya or due place in the life as per Babaji. Now रोष करे प्रभ बख्श ना मेटे. Rosh means anger, resentment, complaint, protest. Kare means do. Do resent. Now, who is doing resentment? Double-faced and backbiter. These people complain to the God. They resent. Prabh, God. Baks, blessed. Whatever is blessed by the God, to those persons who are the subject or object of backbiting. Na mete, not delete. God deletes not whatever is blessed. Even if the backbiters or double-faced people resent, even if backbiter resents, but God calls not back whatever is already blessed to the listener. Now, why listener is used here? Listener is that person who listens to the voice of his own mind, where God lives, or he listens to the conscience. And when he listens to conscience, he learns to relish. He is visible, very happy everywhere. When he is visible, happy and prosper, people become jealous and they start backbiting. So, backbiter resents, but God calls not back whatever is already given to the listener, the subject of backbiting. That is, rather, nit nit chade savai. Nit means day in, nit means day out, every day, often. Chade savai means weighs 125. Day in and day out gives 125. Now suppose God has given 100 crores to a person who is a listener, who listens to the voice of the mind or conscience and is able to relish in life. He is given 100 crores. But double-faced person or backbiter complains, why you have, hey God, why you have given so much to that 100 crore to that person? When backbiter complains, resents, shows anger or protests, then what is done by the God? God rather gives 125 crores to the person who is already given 100 crores. So reaction of the God is opposite on the complaint of a backbiter or a person full of jealousy. And this is, the entire Gurbani is purely common sense. It is nothing, it is not a rocket science. It is common sense. But we know it. We know all these things because we know that when we exhibit jealousy, when we do backbiting out of jealousy. And if I am jealous, I cannot be happy. But the subject, the person who is the object of backbiting, he is happy. That is why I am doing backbiting. We know it. But we don't follow these teachings of the wise people. जी गुर की दात न मेटे कोई. Aji means, oh sir, Gur ki daat, given by the guide. Now, Guru is in fact guide because Guru tells us how to relish. Gurbani, Guru tells us how to relish. So, Guru is our guide in the life, is guide for the life rather. So, Guru gives us what? Guru gives us ideology to relish, an attitude which helps us to enjoy the life. That is given by the Guru or guide. Na mette koi, cannot be deleted by any. So this attitude, when we learn from the Guru how to relish, and when this attitude is given by the Guru and is received by us, grants given by the Guru cannot be undone by anybody in the world. Once I receive that attitude and I start relishing as per the guidelines of the Guru, thereafter nobody in the world can take away that attitude from me. Simply cannot. Why? Mere Thakar aap divai. Because mere means my, Thakar means master, God, aap means himself, divai means God given. Because when Guru was guiding me how to live, how to relish, and I was receiving that attitude, I was receiving that ideology, I was able to receive because it was the wish of the God. Otherwise, I couldn't have received. Where it is not allowed by the God, despite knowing all these common sense things, we will simply suffer in the life, despite knowing all this. Because grants were God given by the God Himself. It was His nazar, it was His karam, it was His blessing. So these cannot be undone, despite backbiting. Now, Nindak Nar means male or human being. Nindak Nar, backbiters. Kale Mukh, black face. Ninda, backbiting. Because of backbiting, faces of the backbiters are blackened. Now, how the faces are blackened? In earlier times, in the villages, when bad people used to, molest the girl from the same village, it was not allowed. Even having affair in the same village was not allowed, and it was, I think it was good. Because in our culture, son-in-law, Javai, husband of the girl from the village, was considered son-in-law or Javai of the entire village. So, from the same village, one was not allowed to have affair or have marriage with the girl of same village. And if such bad act, or say rape, or say sexual harassment, or say molestation was done by anybody, his face was blackened. He was made to sit on the donkey, and round of the village was ordered by the panchayat. Those days, in old days, panchayat was not elected panchayat. This was constituted of most respectable persons of the village, whose order was not defied by anybody from the village, and whose order was accepted with a happy heart by everybody. Those were called Panch Parameshwar. There is a story of Munshi Premchand which defines well what is the meaning, what used to be the meaning of Panch Parameshwar in the villages. So blackened face is insulting that person virtually, that you have sexually harassed a girl or molested or raped a girl. Insulted, very heavily insulted. So Babaji says backbiters are insulted in God's home, that is our mind, due to their acts of backbiting. Because I was involved in backbiting, serious backbiting. Sometimes we do, it is the serious backbiting which is being discussed there. Not the backbiting we do in lighter vein, by way of comedy. I think even for comedy, we all do this, but I don't think it should be done. We should stop it now, because it is for our sake, for our benefit. Not doing backbiting makes us a person who knows to relish life. So backbiters are insulted in God's home, that is mind. Backbiter loses his own respect in his own mind where God lives, simply. Jin gur ki daat na pai. Jin means to whom, Guru means guide, Gurbani, Ki means of, Dat means given, blessing. Guru gives us the ideology or method of relishing. Na pai, not liked. Backbiters are punished by way of their insult in their own mind. Insult is much more painful in the mind, in our own mind. Outside insult is not that much painful. Inside insult in our own mind, that is the thing we should never invite. Falling in own eyes is very, very painful. Very, very painful. I have seen people live it. Why the backbiters are, their faces are blackened or they are insulted in their own mind? Because jinn to whom, to the backbiters, Gurki of the Guru, Gurbani, dharat, blessings, ideology, na pai. Backbiters are insulted or their respect or their own honor falls in their own eyes because they did not like the act of Guru giving or transferring the ideology of relishing to the listeners. That is why backbiter was punished. Because he agitated against the grant or blessing of the Guru. And blessing of the Guru is ideology, attitude, transferred by Guru to us to relish the life. So the conclusion is, these are simple common sense. This is simple common sense. When I do backbiting because I am jealous of the other person. And other person is backbited upon because he looks to be happy and prosper. So when I do backbiting, I further fall in my own eyes. My respect in my own mind falls and my life becomes painful. So backbiting is a result of jealousy. So that's why we say that even as comedy or in lighter vein, this is advisable not to be done, backbiting. Double-faced and black backbiters, no resting place destination. That is, backbiters are not respected in their own mind where God lives or in the outside world. At both the places they are insulted. Their faces are blackened. Nor they find destination. They fail to adopt the ideology or attitude from the Guru with the help of which we are to relish. They fail to find the destination. Destination, Gantavya, as per Nanak Bani, is the attitude of relishing. Simply. So they are not honored, backbiters or double-faced people, inside their mind or in the outside world we just talked about. Whereas, on the other hand, the people who are backbited upon, who are the object of backbiting, they are given blessings and grants. They lead a relishing life. And grants given to them are not called back due to backbiting, rather are increased, are made 125 out of 100. None can undo that grant, the delivery of ideology of relishing. Rather, God gives more, 125, to the listeners. People who, why listeners? Because these are the listeners who appear to be happy in the life, happy and prosper. That is why backbiter becomes jealous. So, we are better to be on this side. Why to be part of the losing side? So, in the end, I earnestly wish that you all of you who are listening to this video, that is Shabad, start listening to voice of your own mind. That is where God lives, or conscience. And you all will start relishing. That is my earnest wish. Fateh Arza ji, Sat Sri Akal.